Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today I'm going to discuss an email I received, which was about manifesting. Specifically, it was about love and money, but directed toward a house and a job where the person doesn't seem qualified and doesn't know what to do. There was also a little bit of inspired action that was taking place, and I just want to discuss that for a bit. So, typical stuff, right? When I say typical, I mean it's the I think the trifecta of where our desires usually fall in, right? Money, love, health, right? But this was more love and money. Perfectly fine. I love all that, right? Because that's what we're here to do. You're not here to play pretend as if you are getting some spiritual enlightenment so you can pass on to the next life having lived a spiritual life. It doesn't make any sense to do that. Why? You are everything right now, right? You are literally everything right now. You're not here to play pretend as if, okay, I need to build up spiritual points and say grateful for every tiny thing that comes into my life that I secretly want more of, but say thank you to this slice of bread when I want the bakery, right? You are here to own the bakery. You're actually here to do that. You are here to be the baker. You are here to be the bakery, the baker, the owner, the person who has the loaf of bread and the bread, everything. You're here to be everything, not just earn cookie points and take them to the next life. There's no next life. There's only now, right? So, when you want this grandiose life, it is yours by design. It is yours by divine right. So when you're trying to manifest love and you're feeling this cold, distant experience, and even they blocked you, whatever, right? You're trying to manifest money. You're trying to manifest a dream job. You feel unqualified, stuck in your circumstances, right? You are trying to manifest a house. You are trying to will it into being, right? But your bank account, your credit score says 0, right? Or close to 0, whatever, right? And it feels like a concrete wall. Then you start acting as if, okay, you start buying things for this house you don't have with money you can't afford to spend, right? You're making vision boards, you're doing inner work, you're scripting, you're visualizing, you're trying to follow inspired action. But the inspired action comes from people telling you what to do, or you deciding, I'm going to do this and that's going to happen. And then nothing happens. So the opposite happens typically, right? Like, oh, I'm going to message my specific person this wonderful message, and then they're just going to be flat toward me. Why is that, right? Why? There's no why. It doesn't matter. The why doesn't matter. I mean, you can have a million different assumptions as to why, a million different reasons as to why, but ultimately you have this, there are infinite reasons. So 3D circumstances in this case becomes meaningless because they were meaningless, because you can attribute any reason to them. Everything you are seeing, ghosting, rejections, empty bank accounts, it's not proof of anything, right? Unless you decide it is. And even when you decide it is, it's still not proof of anything on top of that, because it's ultimately meaningless, right? It means nothing. It's just one story that just happened in your experiencing. It's a story that's always happening, but it's just happening within your experience physically right now. And that means nothing. You are not here to fight or look past any 3D circumstances and will yourself through them, right? It's a little hard to do that. You are here to realize one simple thing. You are reality. What you are experiencing is one version of reality. It's not the ultimate truth of reality, which is I am everything I could ever and will ever and have ever decided to be right now. I am everything. I am reality. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't even have to earn spiritual cookie points to take into the next life and say, I'm glad I lived a spiritual life. That makes no sense, right? Right? A lot of people live that way and it's fine, but higher order of things is I am everything. So that can't be the only truth, right? It isn't. And your higher self already knows that the version where it's all done, where it's all yours, where it's all perfect is you. You are that version. You are just experiencing intermittent, transient, flashing versions of yourself in every moment. But if you keep staring at the three-dimensional world like this, like a detective looking for clues, you are going to stay stuck. You will stay stuck. There you go. In that reality. Why? There's no clues for a life you have not physically lived as of yet, as you're experiencing of reality. There might be synchronicities and things like that about what you are contemplating, because those synchronicities are always there. It's life syncing with you because you are life. But you're not going to go and find a 5-year anniversary photo of you and a specific person before you have actually physically lived it and it's now here in your physical reality. You're just not going to do it. And even if you had a 5-year anniversary with your physical, in the physical with your specific person or any specific person, even that will no longer come into your awareness if you choose another life path. It just won't, because it doesn't have to do anything. It has no energy of itself. It is you are it, right? So stop trying to change 3D with action. Inspired action is not buying couches and trinkets for a house you do not have but hope you are going to get and trying to feel better, and by feeling better you think it's coming faster. Applying for jobs when you have a deep concern within you that you're not qualified, right? You're just going to you're feeling as if you're doing something where you are going to get rejected. What's your experience? You are rejected. Texting a specific person, trying to make something happen, trying to kindle a fire, right? But it feels like very one-sided. You know you want to do that. You know you want to do it. So just relax in the wanting. Relax in the wanting of it, because wanting is having. And when you know you have it, it's done. It's going to unfold perfectly. That's not inspired action when you try to do something. That's desperation disguised as doing. You think because you feel good about doing something that you pre-thought of doing, it's inspired. It's not. The inspired action is that doing internally. So when you feel like doing something, do it internally. It was fun. Do it internally and play it out exactly how you want and then leave it. Right? Because that's no longer you trying to prove something. That's you saying my imagination is reality. I was inspired to feel this. I'm going to feel it right now. I'm not going to pick up my phone and message them and hope they reply. I'm going to pick up my inner self, do that, feel it the way I desire to feel it completely right now, and let that go. That's you creating, that's you planting seeds of fulfillment, right? That version of you who has that thing, how would they feel? And I don't mean emotionally. People get a little confused with that. They're not going to feel happy all the time. You're not going to feel sad all the time. You're not going to feel stunted all the time or just mundane. You're going to go, right? That's how life is. That's how humans are, right? What would they know? How would they live if you had everything? You would just relax and enjoy it, right? Most of the time, you don't feel like doing very drastic things, right? You just be. Because when it's done, you don't scramble. You just sit in your knowing. So what does acting as if or living as if actually means? It means it's not spending money or sending texts or buying stuff. It's about being the version of you that has it, right? Moving with a certainty, not anxiety. Knowing your desire is yours. Walking through life without needing proof, because your inner world is the proof, right? You're not creating through effort, you are creating through identity, and you are reality. You're not separate from it. So this whole idea that I saw, again, of do you trust the universe? Do you trust the universe? Or do you try and do it yourself? Neither of those things make sense. When you really think about it from a higher perspective, right? If I am the universe, why would I trust it as if it's separate from me? I'm going to assume I am the universe and it's doing exactly what I desire it to be doing, because it's me. It has no will of its own. I have no need to trust this thing that has no will, because trusting in something implies that it has a sentience of its own. It doesn't. Or I'm going to do it on my own and I'm going to will the universe into doing what I want it to do, but somehow if it has its own sentience, why would it do that from my very small physical self, who could no longer tell my neighbor's dog to sit and it would listen? But somehow I can will the universe into doing something. No, it's realizing I am the universe and my will is what the universe's will is. It's just that my will seems so small because it's because it feels like it's contained in my physical self, but it's not. It's my awareness that is creating the universe, right? Very literally, and it's literally doing that. It's actually from a physical sense, the universe is projected within your mind. It's it's all in here, but it's projected out here. It's a reflection of how awareness is. It is projected out here, but it's all within your awareness. Your mind and your divine mind are literally doing the same thing, right? Your mind is projecting the physical reality within itself, and the divine mind is projecting the physical reality within itself. It's your mind, your brain is literally a manifestation of what awareness is doing, right? It's projecting reality, it's projecting reality. It's doing the exact same thing because it is the same thing, right? It's doing the same thing because it's manifested as that. So the version of you would love the job, the house, that version of you exists now. When you claim that it is done, 3D has no choice but to reflect it, unfold it. It doesn't mean it's going to have you wake up and imagine tomorrow. It doesn't mean that. It means you are unfolding as that identity now. It's going to rearrange based on who you say you are for a story, as a story, right? You are the storyteller. Neville Goddard has these ideas, and I like this idea because I think it fits here actually. What do you actually do? You go within. You be the producer, the director, and the writer, because that's who you are. You are the creator of a story. But as the creator of a story, you have split yourself into 4 mighty pieces, players, ideas, creators, right? But you're really one. And those 4, 3 of them are basically your higher self taking over when you are not imagining your wish for, but you're always imagining something, right? So your higher self split into these 4 pieces. 3 of them are internal and experienced via imagination. The producer, what is it, the theme of what you are desiring? Love, right? It's always going to be love. Love, adventure, action, fun, bliss, whatever. Producer is the one selecting that, you as the producer. The writer and director, when you are imagining your scene, when you are calling forth with intention this scene and you are playing it out, and then you as the actor in that scene, directing the scene and acting in it, because you are doing all simultaneously, you are now creating your reality. You are setting the intention that this is who I am. And my awareness is manifest as me playing that role. My awareness is manifested as the house playing its role as my house, and my awareness is manifested as my first specific person playing her or his role in my house, in my awareness, in our house, in my awareness. Yeah, in our house or my house, in my awareness, right? But my awareness, your awareness, is the thing that gives it all solidity, reality, beingness, light, whatever, right? That's you. You are choosing from infinity, creating the story and acting as a story. Consciously saying, this is what I intentionally call forth from the unseen to the seen as my now chosen life. That's who I am. That's the simplest mechanics of the world, right? No forcing, no overthinking, no scrambling, knowing that I have called this forth as my play, right? The divine play, the divine beingness. And I came up with another example to explain what you do with all of these thoughts, with all of these beingness, with how you be that actor, right? The lighthouse does not jump into the ocean looking for lost ships. And there's a deeper layer here that ties this all together, right? That idea. Jesus said, the shepherd leaves 99 sheep to find the one. You are the shepherd, you are the one lost sheep, and you are the flock, right? Because this is not about chasing, this is about realizing that the Father, your higher self, those 3 players, producer, actor, and director, are controlling the 3-dimensional circumstances in the world. They are the ones in rejoicing as your higher self and you when everything is unfolding perfectly. Why would they not? Why would your higher self not want to direct the play in the way that you want to when that lost sheep comes back? It's your higher self, the producer, the writer, and the director, creating the play of a sheep being lost and coming back to you. Because that's thrilling, right? You get lost so you can find yourself, so you can experience the joy. These things happen so they can unfold into the way you want. That's what scene work is. That's what acting is. That's what directing a play is. That's what it's all of that. Why would you not rejoice, right? Now, from a higher perspective, Abraham Hicks, when she says, reaching for a better thought, get back into the vortex, that's basically you finding that lost sheep yourself, right? Remembering you are the self that you forgot. But here's the thing, when you realize from this higher perspective, and I like Neville Goddard's one here, I am not the shepherd running around. I am not the sheep that wandered off. I am the entire pasture, the scene, the play, the sky, the field, everything. I am the director. I am the producer. I am the author. I am the actor. I am everything in the scene, and I am the scene. I am all things. So I only have to do one job as the actor, as in be that person that everything revolves around. I don't have to jump into scene to scene to scene to scene. I am being that person. The scene has come to me. The lighthouse does not throw itself into the sea looking for lost ships. The lighthouse simply is being the light. And the ships, the sheep, the circumstances, the house, the love, the friendships, the money, the health, they all come to the light. Because they have no beingness without your light. Right? Again, actor, you being the lighthouse, being the light, letting the scene work come to you. The actor doesn't call forth those scenes, the director does, right? The actor doesn't choose the theme, he just acts in it. The producer does, right? The actor doesn't write out every scene and then do it, the writer does. You do all three of those things in your imagination, setting the intention, calling it forth as you would like it to be, and then dropping it. Your higher self takes over and does all three of those things for you as you are acting out the play, because the actor gets the most thrill out of being in the movie. The actor gets the most thrill out of being in the movie. Not the producer, not the author, not the director. They are doing it so you can experience the role as the actor, right? You are the light and letting everything come to you. You are the lighthouse. You don't have to go and search for the scene. You are the lighthouse. You don't have to go and search for the other actors. You are the lighthouse. You don't have to go and search for anything. Because when you realize the director, author, and producer have cast everything as your higher self, you cast them as your higher self. They have to unfold for you, through you, and as you. You don't have to work out every scene. Not every actor is in every scene in the movie, but the movie works through effortlessly because there's a director, a producer, and an author working through them, right? You don't have to do anything. You only experience what you're experiencing. So when you know everything is unfolding via the Father's hand, that there's a higher order of reality, the producer, director, and author are unfolding everything for you because it's you doing that for your experiencing. Remember, God, in this analogy, splits itself up into 4 pieces. 5 is everything else, right? So let's just say 5. 5 is everything else. So the 4, which is the actor, is the producer, director, author, and yourself, the actor. And 5, everything else in the scene for your specific experiencing as that actor. These 4 just are helping you experience that story you want. Because it's all you. Right? That's the idea. That's how you create your reality, by realizing you are the light, you are the pastor, you are the father. There's nothing to chase, nothing to do. Just realize what you have set in motion is your reality. So, that being said, much love, much light, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for the liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, emails. I love it all, truly. I love answering these questions. If you want to get a hold of me, you can join the Facebook group and message me on the community chat there. You can post things in the community chat. You can post questions in the community chat as well. There's a TikTok page growing every day. I love that. But if you want personal help, you can email me in the description is in the box below. That being said, much love, much light, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.